guests and fellow Toastmasters. Thank you. First of all, I'd like to thank all of your time to give me this opportunity to stand here in front of you, not beyond this line, so I can get myself captured on the camera, to speak with you on Project One. Project One has given me a great opportunity to take a look at myself critically, to try and look for an angle. Just like we're taking pictures, you look for the best angle, right? So I'm here to introduce myself, trying to find a best angle that gives you a concise but yet pretty accurate snapshot of who I am. So I opened my heart and I opened my mind and I thought about it really hard. So I thought, why not begin by sharing with you the 4 people that have influenced my life and the reason why I've entitled this Shapers and Shifters. Because these 4 people were instrumental in shaping the way I thought and shifting the way I thought and the way I behaved. So who are these 4 people that have been such great influence in my life? There are 4 of them. Grandma is one, my mom, and my 2 daughters. So let me begin with my grandmother. My grandmother is 90 years old today. She's pretty old, but pretty strong for her age. She enjoys her days watching soap operas, so she loves Korean soap operas. She cries and she laughs with the actors and actresses. And once a week, she goes to her favorite hairdressers to get her hair done. I think this was something they did in the past. So my grandma was like a tie-tie, so every week she gets her hair shampooed and dried by someone else, not herself. So she still does that, and she still enjoys it. So the key lesson that I learned from Grandma was the fact that it's not what you look like on the outside. She's quite frail looking, to be quite honest, at 90, but really what you are inside. And why do I say that? I say that because Grandma at 90 has outlived my grandpa, and she's outlived my uncle, who was her favorite son. So both Grandpa and my uncle died because of diabetes and because of bad heart. So it's something that ran in the male side of my family. Good thing I'm spared of that, thankfully. So 15 years back, when my grandma lost my uncle, her oldest son, she was devastated. And even back then, I could see how heartbroken she was. But yet, beyond her frail frame, she was there. She was strong, and she persevered. A pillar of strength, even till today. So that was one of the key lessons that I learned from Grandma. Not what you look like on the outside, but what you really are made of. So question, what are you made of? The second person that influenced me in my life would be my mom. Some 30 years back, Mom she left Japan. She came to Singapore to get married to my dad. So in those days, many would have considered this as a downgrade. Living in modern city Japan was like up class. Everyone wanted to be there. But yet Mom left that life and came to live in uptown kampung Singapore, right? So back 30 years back, Singapore was really quite ulu, a real kampung or a village back then. So life was pretty hard then. My father spent most of his time overseas for work, and oftentimes we don't hear from him, and sometimes he forgets to send money back. So life was really tough, right? And you can imagine, for someone living in a foreign country like in Singapore, and with a young kid in tow, it was definitely not an easy task. But Mom pulled through that. Lesson learned from Mom. Perseverance, the ability to overcome obstacles, no matter how many of those came your way. Last but not least would be my 2 daughters. So life before I had my 2 kids was all about me, of course, right? But back in November 2002, when Kimberly, my oldest daughter, came along, all of 3.7 kilos and after 15 hours of labor, that completely changed my life, shifted my perspective, and changed my size, right? I'm now like a medium or an L. I used to be an S, so there was no looking back. Having kids also made me rethink at what are the things that really matters to you in life. Is it that next Tiffany ring? For girls, we like rings, right? So is it that next ring from Tiffany? Is it that Ferragamo shoe? Is it that Tod's bag that really matters in life? Or is it something else? So my girls have actually taught me about selfless love, about total trust, and about appreciating small little things in life that I overlooked before I had them. So that sort of like comes pretty much to the end of my speech today. So what I wanted to do was to share with you the 4 people that have shaped and influenced my life. I urge you to also look inside, open up your hearts, open up your minds, to look for that person who has shifted, who has shaped your life. You might find more than you expect. And with that, I thank you.